Okay, here's something that I've never said out loud. Even after 5 years in a PhD program, publishing papers, running experiments, and designing reactions, I often feel like I do not know anything. And sometimes I feel like I don't belong to science at all. And today, I want to talk about the one thing that almost every high-performing student feels, but almost none of us admit it: the imposter syndrome. People assume that because you are deep into your PhD, you must feel confident, like you finally know your thing, what you're doing. But honestly, the deeper I go, the less I feel like I know. I will spend hours analyzing our data, building workflows, mentoring my juniors, and still think I actually don't know anything. Everyone else probably understands this better than me. Any moment now, someone is going to realize that I am guessing. And the funny part is, even when I do know something deeply, I still think I don't. It's like that there is a voice in my head that refuses to update the software. But here's the twist: I have only recently figured it out. And honestly, it changed the entire perspective on my PhD. The paradox of learning is this: the more you know, the more aware you become of what you don't know. Beginners feel confident because they don't know how much they don't know. Experts feel insecure because they can see the full scope of the field. When I started my PhD, I thought things were going to be very simple. But right now, I know enough to realize how massive and complex this discipline actually is. So your expertise grows, your awareness grows, but your confidence, sometimes it shrinks. And this is not incompetence, it's perspective. If you feel like you know nothing, then that's a sign of mastery. Yes, it sounds insane, but it's true. What I have discovered is imposter syndrome does not come from being unqualified. It comes from something else entirely, and that is the identity lag. Your skills upgrade, your responsibilities upgrade, and your output upgrades. But your identity, it's stuck for months or maybe even years behind. My reality today is I run research projects, I collaborate with some of the top scientists in the world, I try to learn and teach research systems, I make YouTube videos trying to help other students around the world. Yet my internal identity still thinks I am just a graduate student trying to figure it out. The gap between who you are and who you think you are is the imposter syndrome. There was a moment very recently where this hit me very hard. I was explaining my work to one of my coworkers, and halfway through a thought popped up: why you were explaining this? You barely know what you're talking about. But on the opposite end, the reaction on her face was not confusion, it was understanding, it was respect. I am not the person I was when I started this PhD, and none of us are. So here's the frame that finally helped me. You don't feel like an imposter because you are inadequate. You feel like an imposter because you are becoming someone new. Identity takes time to catch up to reality. If you feel like you know nothing, if you feel like you don't belong, if you feel like you're faking it, maybe that's not a sign that you're weak, and maybe it's a sign that you are growing. If you feel like an imposter, then you are actually doing something right. So yes, that's my biggest confession as a PhD student. I know a little bit, not a lot, but I often feel like I know nothing. And I'm learning to accept that maybe that's exactly how mastery begins. If you have made it this far and this video resonated with you, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It is going to help me grow this channel. I would love to have you on this journey with me. Till then, stay safe and I'll see you again soon. Peace.